All right, happy June 1st. I was going to try to make another video more organized. Good luck, because Mercury is not going to stop squaring my moon today. I made a video about that. I'm going to put my hands up like this, won't matter. Just trying to talk about, in my last video I was moving into the vibration of how that Mercury is moving forward out of retrograde shadow. Mercury is important right now because, well, the sun is in Gemini, that's Mercury ruled, which is a wonderful place for me. All Libra and Aquarius are having a good time with the Gemini sun. So, but see, it's Mercury ruled. So we look at Mercury, and it's been just pulling out of its retrograde shadow. Say on Sunday, it's going to pull out of where it had been with Uranus. But Uranus has been able to move forward a bit. I'm pretty sure if I'm looking at it right. And so, anyway, nonetheless, on Saturday, that's when Mercury pulls out of its shadow. So then, see, this is Mercury, which is Venus ruled right now because it's in Taurus, going to conjunct Uranus on Monday. Mercury conjunct Uranus. See, I have Mercury conjunct Uranus. All of humanity is going to be susceptible to like a whole mental epiphany, flash of genius, or some breakthrough could definitely happen. See, this is strong because this influence is strong. Now, what is even more, see, what is going to be adding to this mystical experience that if you have anywhere, like say anywhere 19, 20, 20, from 19 to say 23, or say more like 20, in between 19 and 26 degrees fixed, well, Taurus, more like Earth. The trine is what I'm looking at, the positive aspects. God, I can barely communicate today because there's a lot going on with I have exact squares and stuff. So, but I'm trying to get into the astrology of just our early June here. How I see this Venus is going to trine Neptune on Saturday. That is going to, see, now this Neptune aspect at 27 degrees, right now it's at 27 degrees Pisces. We've never been this far with the Neptune in Pisces. And if you're an Aquarius, or if you're a Aries, and particularly, I like to pick on those, particularly the Aries risings, me. The Neptune, see, I'm going to start specializing in talking about, let alone what Neptune is all about, like being Neptunian. Already I have a Neptune aspects, the trine to my ascendant that's involved with the grand trine with my part of fortune. It's actually a grand trine and fire. It's supposed to do something with myself with regards to spirituality and, well, there's the entertainment factor, there's the factor of the 15 or 14 Leo, which trips me out because that part of fortune, it opposes my moon in my chart. So anyway, back to this sun in Gemini, where we're at right now, which I love the sun in Gemini. It's going to be great. By weekend, it's going to be trining my moon. But anyway, this is in the sky with this vibration of so when you look at Mercury, particularly say when this is going to be when the full moon happens. I'm looking at it now. We have a full moon coming in Sagittarius, where, yeah, Jupiter's gone into, see, it's a Jupiter-ruled full moon. It's gone into Taurus. See, the Jupiter is exaggerating the Taurian vibration, which is Venetian, And that's what I'm pointing at, is how the sun is Mercury ruled. Mercury is in Venus. In Venus ruled Taurus. This is kind of amateur astrology, but with this vibration, okay, so with Monday, when Mercury conjuncts Uranus in Taurus, that's a very rare, it's a rare aspect. It's a turning point. It's a pivoting point, especially like with this vibration of Taurus, late degree. It has everything to do with the eclipses that we're going through, and so that has to do with our money, our personal value system, like rewiring all of that. All of us are going through something about that. Like, well, what's really important? What's really valuable here? And love is it. That's what the Venus, Mercury, the Taurus, like what is really valuable? Really, the good quality of what, huh? Or is it just money doing everything? No, skills do. So let's get back to, the skill is love. So Venus, not saying that this is a great aspect, but it is, because it's a trine. Venus can trine Neptune right over the weekend too. It's going to start, like it's going to kick it off, but see, this is all going to be happening simultaneously with that full moon. The Venus trine Neptune, which is so dreamy. See, the thing that I want to talk about this, God, can I even talk about it, is how that we are totally unaware of how the mind works. Now this is me exposing, like, through the sun, looking at, I love where the sun is in Mercury ruled, but now we look at Mercury and Venus. Venus is going to conjunct this Neptune and alert us to the finer qualities and details. For me, I'm looking at the phenomenon of just resting, getting rest, really receding. See, if you have a hectic life, and you think that it's really, especially with your human relationships and everything. A lot of people think, well, to take care of all of these things, we got to get up early in the morning, and you got to get up and start alerting yourself to all this and think. And it's like, no. The more that you learn meditation, which is like really just sleep on it, really just like, just say, it's really a factor. You need to, that's what this is showing me. The Venus Neptune is like one of the many things that could come up, which is very real to me. Like, boy, I wouldn't figure any of this out. And how does anybody figure anything out unless they just turn off all the lights, and just in the middle of the day, just take a nap, go to sleep. Do that over and over again until your whole perception changes, how the answers will come in, the way that it sorts itself out, the way you take your time, right? Anybody with a lot of Taurus planets right now, especially moon. I love the moon in Taurus, my Venus trines that. They're like, no duh, Shauna. It's like, no, well, some of us really need, especially us air signs. I have a lot of air. Moon there, no less. Please give us Aquarius moons a break. We're going to go through fucking hell. We've already gone through hell with Saturn there. It's like, okay, we can get serious for you, but it's sure not fun. Don't take it so seriously. Gosh, what are we using all of this for anyway? Yes, so just that's the Neptune vibe. And if you're an Aries, rising especially, like me, or sun, because the early degree Aries, well, late Pisces, very late Pisces. Right now, Neptune is going to be moving into Aries. I think it moves into Aries in 2026, but it's already kind of pulling and fusing that sign is. I was going to say awakening, but Neptune. How do you wake up with Neptune unless you're like the water, which is how. That's just a membrane that all of a sudden, when you're underneath the water, the sound is different. It's even more. You can see sound. You can see somebody tapping on something, and you can tell this is different. I noticed it a long time ago. When you get underwater, the sound travels a lot faster to your ears. It's like here now, and if you're a fish, you're like tasting every thing that's going on a mile away. You are hearing things about, there's sonar going on under there with the creatures. So just the point is it's so different, so different. The intelligence that we just don't think about this going on, which is beyond mind, babes. See, with Venus in Cancer, that goes into the nurturing place. Big time chance for us all to heal, to make breakthroughs, especially if you have near these planets. You know, for me, the Mercury kind of squares my, no, the Venus squares my Mercury, Uranus conjunction, which it's hard for Venus to make an awkward, a bad aspect like Jupiter, because it's such a beneficiary, but when it's an awkwardness, you know, like for me, like I said in my last video, don't try to buy any clothes that will suit you right now. Or I hope that you enjoyed this video right now. My main point is when that Mercury conjuncts Uranus on Monday, the 5th of June, everybody is going to be open to this Venetian exposure about Neptune, about like how it really is, babes. When the truth is there and you finally align to it and you start hitting keys, you will understand what it is to be enlightened and why to sacrifice your mind to God and all that stuff, really. But see, you know, that will happen. For a lot of people, there's going to be a breakthrough. And it's like, gosh, what is the meaning of life but to try to achieve something different than being dumbed down or you know, going along with the program. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.